Good afternoon. Here we are again. Let's see if I can continue the streak. Now, the stream is hopefully stable with this game. We are where we left off yesterday. So, Vaasa in northeastern Norway. And my thought was that I would work myself down through Finland and the Baltics. We'll see how long we can make it today. And eventually I'm going to be changing equipment, trailer, because this big one doesn't go. I don't think it goes, you can't find any loads for it south from Finland, so Germany as the last resort, so to speak, and we're not going through Germany, so that's why I'm gonna apply the 3 axles trailer, tandem trailer, smaller one than what I've got right now. Anyway, let's check for cargo. I don't think there is any cargo right now from here, but in the nearby town we can find something, it seems. Yes. Alright, so plums. 19 tons of plums. Alright. And we got tomatoes, 21 tons to Kemijärvi. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Nothing to Russia. Nothing at all. We have, right up here, we do have salmon. 17 tons. Pretty good payment. Or what if we go all the way? That's a long shot, long haul. What do we have? We have this one as well, Tornio. And frozen hake. 20 tons, 199. And for the plums, adds better payment, so get to that. All right, we go with this one. Plums it is, from Agro Node to Norfood. 2 hours to pick that one up. Hopefully we'll make it.
Let's drive.
Hang on. Whoa. Alright. Let's lift up the axles on both the trailer and the truck. And here we go. Kinda neat to see where I'm going here. Don't want to hit anything with my sweeping backside. It's a serious sweeper.
Turn left.
Turn left, yes, Arnold. I'm on it in a bit. Hopefully we'll make it all the way out. It looks like we do, but it's kind of tight. It is. Bean is sleeping as always. He's a sleepy cat. Hours. Hang on, I made a mistake. Oh, maybe not, but I just didn't realize that I had to go all around this. All right, hopefully we make it. I don't know. I don't think we do actually. I don't think we do. I'm just gonna check this. No use rushing for something that you won't get. So this is the one. It's out in 1 hour and I have 2 hours of driving to get there. So I better just check for something else. I mean, we are headed. Fine. Let's see what else there is from. We can go back to Alta. Of course, we don't have to follow the plan. There is no plan, but I thought it would be good. That would be one. We have tomatoes. Fine. So it's really it doesn't matter if we make it or not. There are other loads we can take over to Finland. And I don't know if we're gonna keep going south. I have no idea, actually, because that was just the original plan. But there's an option for that, and that is actually the model,
Take the third exit.
the T-cab Scania, that actually hauls whole. So this is my problem. I mean, if I'm gonna be hauling through Europe with this one, it's gonna be that small trailer, and that one hauls like, I think of tops of 9 tons or something like that. 6, 7, 8, 9 ballpark. So that's not much. The payment is pretty bad. That's why I thought it would be much more beneficial to do Southern Europe and Europe overall with the T-cab Scania, the bonnet Scania, because that one can pull, you know, regular semi trailers and B doubles and all of that. So that would make more sense to do than yeah, going with this one. Since you can't load the truck, there's no real reason to use this one. And that's because the simple fact that there is no dolly. I have one trailer actually could use, and that is little. I mean, size-wise, it's basically the same as the one I'm hauling. So it's so weird because I could use that one, but it's not the same height, so it kind of looks funny. But I could use that one, I think, and I would be able, because that one is a dolly and a semi, basically. What I want is to just drag around with a dolly myself and just pick, you know, random trailers up as like I was some, you know, regular tractor pulling regular semis. but I don't think that's gonna happen, so that's my other option. Actually, that I would put, and I don't have this texture for that. It doesn't support that trailer because it's a lower trailer, lower box trailer or reefer. So this is the biggest one that texture supports. If I want to have TM Logistics on it in the same colors. So I made one in the same colors, but it doesn't say TM Logistics. The striping is a little bit weird if you compare it to this one. I can show you guys. It's this trailer. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so this is a small one. I would, but it just 8 tons. That's the maximum. Not even 9. Let's see. Where is the other one? Yeah, this is the one. So it would look a little something like this. I mean, it's not bad. I could go with this actually. And I would have pretty good loads on this one, I think. I'm not sure. But it's not, it should be more. Like I think it's, hang on, what does it say? It say this one can take 27 tons. I mean, that would be awesome. Well, we'll see. Maybe we try with this one. Because that would actually make sense. Driving around in Europe and have a little more weight to it and more payment as well. Let up extra long. All right, so it's probably gonna be this one, even if it looks a little weird. It's actually not that bad. You could tell it's my trailer by the colors, obviously. So, all right, we'll see. And of course, you are welcome to come with suggestions. Maybe you prefer me driving the T-cab Scania instead of this one, so that would be like a nice variation. Coming up north, just driving this one, and going down south, driving the T-cab. Only thing I don't like with the T-cab is the fact that I can't use any table. I can't put these tables, panel tables on in them. So that's the only thing I actually. And I would like to have a little cooler paint job maybe than the one I have right now. So color-wise, I love it, but it's really very discreet. Nothing wrong with that. It looks great. But I kind of wanted it to be a little more flashy with the paint job without being too, I mean, I want to keep the colors. They are kind of subtle. I like them. It's not too bright, not too flashy. So the paint job can be flashy as long as the paint is a little subtle. Discreet. But for now we're driving this one. Maybe later today I will pop into the T-cab and maybe drive in Italy or something. I tried that before. It was really nice. Sicily and really narrow roads like that. That would be cool. Also maybe a little bit hard with the T-cab because it has a bonnet. So we'll see, but maybe I do both. We'll see.
Continue straight.
I mean, it would be really cool to travel Europe with this one since it's so long and big, but yeah, that could actually not pay off in the end if all of these crazy narrow on and off ramps. It makes me vomit. Almost.
Ahead, turn left.
Almost there. Jag är Kirkenes.
Turn left.
Yeah, you can go if you want. But you better do it soon because I'm gonna change my mind. Alright. Then you stay. Gonna need to use up all space just in case. I was maybe a little too extreme. Yeah, I was. But better to be safe than sorry.
Ahead, turn left.
Also, sometimes they start to roll forward and that's like totally ruining it. So it's good to have extra space actually when they do that.
You've arrived. Hasta la vista.
Alright, I'm gonna let down the axles because I don't need that much sweep now. It's kind of not so good, I don't think. Maybe. I'm so consistent. I'm like, alright, now let's lift it up again. Because I had so much space for the sweep, so I actually changed my mind. But last time I was here, I had no space for sweep and I actually hit the bushes. I was hitting them, scratching my truck badly. Alright, so we have another situation now, obviously, yeah. Yeah, man, I messed up. Let's do this. Pull off all everything. Alright. I messed up a bit, but it is what it is. No, don't turn so much, please. Alright, let's try again. So hard to see the dolly in these mirrors, like it's crazy. You wouldn't know how much you turn until it's too late. Sure, I can use the other mirror, but I always keep forgetting and now it's too late anyway. Oh shit. Sorry. Good. Just scratch that bumper more. Just scratch off all the paint there is. Actually, it's not even my bumper, it's probably my bar under the bumper, the shiny, beautiful bar that's now ruined and anything but straight. Well. Alright. That's what I'm working for, that's why I'm making money, so I can repair my truck all the time. Being too reckless here. Alright, so we go all the way out to this tank and use up all the space. We're good. Hopefully. Looks like we are. Careful now so I don't sweep into the tank. Think I'm clear. Okay. I didn't take the job, of course, so I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm gonna leave the trailer here. Obviously not gonna do everything twice. I'm I'm gonna do the whole parking now because I know, yeah, pretty exactly where it's supposed to be, so. I think it's something like this. Not too sure, maybe I'm a little too far away from the wall, but or the glass house. But I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna leave it here. No, don't be so. My air always running out. It's like these tanks are tiny or leaking or whatever. Oh, we get a crash. Huh, what do you know? That sucks. Encoding overloaded. Can't see something. That's my OBS talking to me. So it has definitely something to do with I'm streaming from the same computer. And something gets overloaded. Alright. No issue. Just gonna restart the game. So this just, you never know. It just different from day to day. Some days I can do streaming without any hassle. So, okay. I kind of need to figure out a way to stream from a different computer. I have one, but that one doesn't have, that graphics card is not powerful enough, I don't think. So I actually don't have a solution for this. And I don't know what is deciding, what's the difference. Like some days you can just keep doing it and stream without any problem and game on without any crashes, and then it all of a sudden just starts to crash on you all the time. I don't get that. It's like the resources are getting bad, or is it the temperature, like it's hot in the room or something like that? Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's the issue. I don't have too much temps on the graphics card. It's around 80. And that's pretty normal on a hot day like this. It's usually around 74, 75 on a winter time degrees Celsius on my graphics card, but it's getting higher on the summer, so it can go maybe up to 82, 83, I think. At worst, like it's really hot. All right, I'm not gonna go out. I'm just gonna drop the trailer and just get the job. Now I definitely missed the job, the ones I was going for, but like we have tomatoes as well, so it's fine. It's really fine, it's no problem. And how much is it? It's 21 tons. I love that. I love everything around 20 tons that gives like the whole truck a good mass, nice driving immersion experience. I am job. There we go. Driving a little bit too fast on the premises. Let's see where the, if I parked right, I think I'm two-way. Ah, yeah. Actually pretty good. A little to the left like I thought. That's fine. A little bit too far to the left I was. So these cones are just ridiculously close together. Like, it's just a little bit. It's not even like the lines. The lines always have like some margins so you can move around in it in the area. So I don't know why the guy who made this, the person who made this mod would place them so close together. Like, it's just for the best of the best. Or whatever. I mean, I can do it, but it's annoying. Everyone can do it, but it's annoying still. They're too close. Also, I need to turn a bit now, so I'm gonna hit the other one anyway. See, I missed my... I'm not gonna care about the cone. Oh, good. I messed up. Now I messed up. Because of that freaking cone. I don't care about the cone anymore. Don't give it anything about it. See if it crashes again now. So I'm coming out. Yeah, I just barely missed it, or I missed it. There. Got it. All right. I'm gonna leave this like this, actually. They can load me now. They don't have to be so picky about it.
System model 101. I swear I will get you to your
I mean, if they
destination.
place the cones like they do, it's gonna be a given. Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. I really love how this truck looks. The sheer size of it and also the looks. It's not all that paint job wise, but I think it's pretty cool anyway. I would love to have a different paint job on the cab, like more special, but I can have other trucks for that, like the log truck. That one can be that. The special one. Oh, come on. Keep moving, please. I need that space. Maybe I don't need it. Whatever. Let's go. Maybe I move him for being overly polite. Turn right. A lot of traffic going on. How's the fuel? A little more than half a tank. That's good enough. Alright, I can go. Let's go to Finland. Hyvää joulua 9.80 päivälaiva. I actually can't speak Finnish. It's just some words I picked together. I think it was something like Merry Christmas. And there was some numbers. I don't even know what numbers I said. And then I was like, day boat or day ship. Kymmenen. Is that like 8, 9, 10 maybe? I don't know. There's the things you pick up being a neighbor with a whole different language. But there are plenty of people from Finland and Sweden, so I have a friend who's half Finnish, half Hungarian. I had a neighbor who was from Finland for a while. I actually had 2 of them from Finland. So but the language is not even remotely alike or come from the same. It's totally different. We don't understand the word, but we understand Norwegians, and we try to understand Danish as well. But Danish are also a bit different, but it actually very much closer than Finnish. So Finnish and Hungarian are supposed to be, they are like related, really related, like from the same group of language. But that was the thing when we got to Sweden from Hungary. They thought we were talking Finnish, so they were like, "Oh, you're from Finland." Like, no, because we don't understand them either. It's like not at all. So Hungarian and Finnish are really different from each other, but they come from the same group of language, so to speak. I don't know the exact name for it, but it has the same heritage. I think the Finnish are more like, it's more bouncy than the Hungarian language. It's more, I think it's nicer to listen to Finnish than Hungarian, even if I understand Hungarian. It just doesn't sound as nice. Or nice, I don't know what you define as nice, but I kind of like when Finns are talking Swedish with an accent. It's like, it's nice. I love it. I know many people who have a different opinion of that, but I love it. Comes the plane. Steep approach. And touchdown. Oh, it was a go-round or a touch and go, actually, not a go-round. Took off again. It always does, I know. I kind of wanted to stream American Truck Simulator today, but I'm actually terrified to do that. I'm like, oh no, what if it crashes? I can't take it anymore. It's like I'm done with it. I don't know what to do, really. I mean, I don't think even it's gonna help that I'm gonna reinstall it on a different drive. If this is a resource problem with the graphics card or whatever, a decoder, there's gonna be, I mean, the issue's gonna remain anyway. And then I just put down, hours of work to move that one around and set up all the mods and everything. The graphics, maybe the controls too. Oh Lord, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And then in the end, it didn't matter, and that would be totally it. I would lose my shit. I swear. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna do that job without knowing it will resolve the issue. And I think it's a better solution to actually find a decent, even if older, but decent graphic card with enough memory on it, and use that in the other PC and set that one up as a streaming PC parallel to this one. That would make sense. Then I would probably have to buy another fan or an AC, because that one, okay, it's gonna crash again. Because that one gonna definitely, it's gonna generate so much heat in the apartment, like 2 computers go in. It's not, so I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of leaning towards, no, I just have to not keep streaming. I mean, if it doesn't work, just keep streaming to winter, half a year, like from maybe September all the way to March, April, or even May, and then not streaming on the summers. I don't know if I can resolve it, because this is all right. So I've been streaming for 40 minutes almost. I had 2 crashes so far. It's not at all like yesterday. Yesterday I streamed on the afternoon. It was actually like, not, it's afternoon now, but it was in the evening, more like later, and I guess the temperatures have fallen a bit. But now it's pretty hot. So this is gonna continue probably. It's not gonna resolve anything. I don't know if I can go through some of the settings in OBS, maybe, but that would in the end result in worse, image quality or frame rate or whatever on the stream. So it's going to impact the quality of the stream. I don't want that either, obviously. I want the things that I set up so we can have a good experience and a good image quality. Of course, it's no, I don't think it's any point to stream if you can't stream it the best way you can, but
And the Terminator Cyberden System Model 101. I swear I will get you to your destination. Trust me.
and it's just like that. When it starts to bug out like this, I kind of lose the whole ambition. It's like, I don't want to do it because it's no fun. And if it's not fun for the streamer, it's not going to be fun for the audience, I guess. It's something that you kind of provide the audience with the inspiration and the passion what you're doing, and if you lose that, it's not going to be good content anyway. Even with the interruptions, with or without them, it's not going to be good. So let's see. GPU load 94%, 98%. The temp GPU is 81. So it's pretty high, but it's not at 90. 90 is the roof. That's when it starts to clock down. So it's not there yet. 82 degrees right now. On the GPU. And the CPU is 56 degrees. And the load, hang on, the load for the CPU is 8% as it is right now. So this one has a crazy overclocking. If you want it, you can do it on this CPU, but I never had to really. I started off with that, but I'm like, why do I want it to run that fast if I'm not even using it? I can do it later when I need to upgrade or, you know, buy a badass graphics card or whatever. Then I can pump it up so it can pump out more information. But as it is for now, it's no reason at all, and I'm doing perfectly fine with it. With the CPU as it is. That one is liquid cooled. I don't know the names for it. I just haven't updated on every. I knew it at one point, but I forgot the references for water cooling. I built a couple of computers in my life, but that was way before the water cooling was out on the market like that. I wonder if I can take this other route to the left. I actually can. Let's do it again. It's so fun. Just take this hidden route to the left.
Keep right.
At least the stream is continuing. I mean, it's good because it could be that, you know, OBS is crashing because of the resource problems or decoding problems, but instead the game is crashing, and that's actually a little bit better than having OBS crashes. Oh shoot, that bus. And you have space to the right, but you need to come out on my side because you think you're all that and so freaking big. I'm actually gonna drag you along for the ride, man. I don't know, I might have hit his mirror, I don't have a clue. So this is the next step basically. I mean, when my hardware started failing or whatever, games started to crash. As I lose interest, I also lose respect or the immersion into the game. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hit this, I'm gonna hit that. I'm not gonna care about that because I don't even care anymore. So that's also, it's a trade-off. Another trade-off. It's it comes with it, with the package of everything failing. Package of not having fun anymore. How many crashes was there? 2 or 3? I don't even remember. If we're gonna have a 4th one, then that's gonna be 1 each 15 minutes, roughly. And that is exactly where I start to feel like, nah, it's not worth it. Once or twice in an hour I can live with, but more than that it starts to be, nah, might not be worth it. Maybe I just have to wait until the temperatures are going down in the room, outside and in the room, and start a stream. Then that's really ridiculous. I need to like adapt to the temperature issues, like, or I don't know. That's just a guess. But now the rain comes. That's extra load on the graphics, so we'll see. But it doesn't matter. I tried for so long to find, like, map out what is causing this and what can I do to prevent it, but it's always different. It's whenever I think I nailed it down or narrowed it down and oh, it might be this, it might be that, then it happens when those things are not there, like, never know. This is one of those days. That's the only way you can conclude it. This is one of those days when it's crashed. Okay. And this is one of those days when it doesn't. It just works perfectly. I'm gonna go now. Maybe I'm trying to stream some Microsoft Flight Simulator content later, see if that one crashes as well. I think that one, my guess is that that one would be solid and OBS crashes instead. I might be it, I don't know. But yeah, probably if I just took down the image quality of the stream a notch or two might help, I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth trying. We'll see. I like to have like the clouds right now. It's very realistic. And the lighting when it rains, so we probably have like rain clouds above us and it's clear in front of us. Very cool lighting. I wouldn't say it's my favorite kind of lighting, but it's very efficient, you know, like very realistic. It's a little bit dark. It's almost like you can feel the pressure in your head when it starts raining like this, like the weather pressure. So immersive. For me, that is. It's very immersive. Like, I actually have a little headache now. I don't know if it's something else or in my brain, like, oh, it's rain. Yeah, better I start hurt because that's what we would expect in this case. I'm sure it's the stress about the crashes that kind of makes makes my head hurt. It's just like, I don't want to deal with it. I just want to drive. I just want to stream. Leave me the F alone. I mean, all the problems. I don't want them. I don't want the issues. Nobody wants the issues. Just want to have a peaceful cruise on my Saturday in my Scania. Listen to the V8 and watch reindeers all day long. Oh boy. I really love this setup with the table and the fan and everything. It's kind of cool. And I'm not really a fan of the, decorations in the window. Only reason I have those there is because it's more immersive of the movement. You can read more of the movement on the truck, and they are leaning back and forth, and that's the reason I've got them there. I'm not a fan of things like that in the window, really. I don't hate it, obviously, but if I would be in real life, I wouldn't have them there, but I would probably have everything else. Maybe not the map, or the map would be more folded, but it's not disturbing, really. It's like, and those trees, Wonderbound trees, air fresheners or whatever. Air freshener. Anyway, that's pina colada, and I had those in my car when I was young, driving around. That's exactly the same one I had. I actually liked vanilla from start, but they changed not the flavor. You don't eat those, but they changed the smell, so they kind of changed it for something that was more like vanilla, but I liked it before it was. Then they come out with pina colada, and that reminded me of the old vanilla tree, and that's why I liked it so much. So pina colada obviously contains vanilla, so like a main ingredient, I think. I thought it was a roundabout. I thought right. This house looks depressing for some reason, I don't know why. It has color too, but it's kind of a depressing town, I don't know. Maybe it's the weather, because of the weather. It's kind of dead. Depressing little town in northern Finland or northern Sweden. We've all been there. Some people like it like that, and I'm usually not very, social being, like a bit. I can be with a couple of people at once, but not many. But I always like that when it's actually some movement in cities and towns. Things are happening, so when I'm out there, I like to see that. And the opposite of that is obviously what we just saw. Nothing. That is a bit depressing for me. And I'm pretty sure it's same everywhere you go. If farther north you come, kind of the mentality of people getting more chilly, and maybe calm down, or I don't know. And the whole essence or vibe of town, it's more calm and not that, you know, lively or what's the word? Vivid, I don't know. So when I was in the service as a firefighter on an airport in northern Sweden, that was exactly the case. It was this little town in nearby. It was actually a smaller city. It was not just a town. It was a little bigger, but it was the same mentality there. So only time you actually could see some life, it was on the weekends, and that's when people got drunk and, you know, partied on or went out and for dancing or whatever. That's like, okay, guess you have to be drunk to have fun all the time. I don't know. But that's what I saw. That was my experience. I'm sure it's not the whole truth to it, but it's not the only town I've seen that. I've seen that before. I saw that afterwards. Different places. It's just the way it is in the north. Maybe that's how people cope with, you know, short days of light and cold in the winter, and it goes on for many, many months. I guess you have to get drunk every now and then to survive. That's when the party begins. All right. So the exact opposite of that for me, it was last summer when I was in San Diego. That was a total opposite. It was, I don't know, movement and vivid colors and people smiling and polite and friendly, talkative. I didn't even know I liked it. Like I said, I'm not that of a social being that I need to be around a lot of people, but I thought I was introvert, and when I was going there, coming back, I realized that I'm actually not the introvert, but I kind of adapting to the vibe that is going on around me, and I don't feel good about this anymore. I'm living in Sweden, and there's nothing wrong with Swedes, just that it doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit my purpose or my mood or my vibe is different. So when I was in San Diego, I was like, geez, I'm home. Spending a whole lifetime almost on the wrong side of the map. I don't know, but it felt like it. It's like, uh-oh, something needs to be done. For the remaining of the life. So I'm definitely not gonna move to northern Scandinavia. That's, oh man, no. And that's odd because it seems to me that if you compare it to Alaska, I have never been to Alaska, but I talked with a couple of people there, and it just seems to me that the mentality is different anyways, even if it's in the north, even if they get a lack of light every year and they deal with the, you know, crazy cold weather most time of the year, and still it just seems to me like they are different in a good way. So that is weird. Once again, nothing wrong with Scandinavians or Swedes. They're very nice people, and love them very much, but some of the mentality is just not for me. It's a bit chilly. And every rule has an exception, of course. It all comes down to individuals and the way they are. So people I surround myself with are usually very outgoing and friendly and more like my kind of people anyway. But in the large masses, what I see, I actually liked it better in San Diego. With the, average guy or gal you bump into on the street or whatever, like it's different. So different. Here in Sweden, eye contact is not really common. That's very uncommon with strangers, that is. And if you start smiling to that, they probably think you're crazy or that you have some hidden agenda or whatever. No, I don't think that's true, but it feels like it because it's as unusual it is to get eye contact with strangers. More unusual is to actually smile to strangers or greet them like that. On the streets of San Diego, I was like, okay, not downtown, obviously, it's a lot of people. You can't be like Crocodile Dundee walking around and greet everyone like, godai, godai, godai. How do you do? But when you were like a little bit out in outer regions or walking along the sidewalk and people greet you and everyone was like, how do you do? And nodding. I like it. I like that mentality. I see you, I know you're here, and I acknowledge you as I pass you. You're a stranger, I don't know you, but I acknowledge you. It's really, really nice. And here's it's different. You kind of look away. You don't want to intrude. Call it whatever you want. The reasons for that, but that's the mentality. You don't want to intrude. You don't want to step anyone on their toes. And when you get angry, you're passive aggressive mostly. That's like, nah, you maybe tops writing a note by the elevator in your, apartment building. If someone you don't confront them or ask them nicely, that's not the usual thing that's going on. You leave an angry note or you complain to some higher, like maybe the landlord or whatever, but you never confront people. That's very unusual. And with confront, I don't mean being aggressive, but that you actually ask them nicely, or if they can consider, or no. That's a big no-no. They don't do that, and that is the thing I dislike that, because I want to know if someone don't like the way I am or do. I want to know about it, because then it's my, responsibility or choice that I don't do that or I do it differently regarding them. My respect for them or whatever, for my fellow human beings. And I don't get that chance if they just gonna run to the landlord or leave an angry note. I don't even know who it is. That's not a personal note. They don't sign it. Oh, it's me on the second floor and my name is. No way. It's like you're making a mess. Stop with it. I never had that, but I'd seen others having that, and I try to put myself into their shoes, and I'm like, I would be very bad at dealing with that, because that kind of grinds my gear. My gears, like, I want someone to come and face me, so to speak, and that would be fine. I respect that. I don't respect the other one when they like going behind your back and me. That's like, what? It's not even worth it. It's kind of provocative in my book, actually. If I would be a really immature person, I would actually make more of a mess just because. I would never do that, but I feel that I kind of want to. Like, the horns are growing out of my head. Like, okay. I'm gonna make them cry. No, but that's a choice you have to make, obviously. And I would not do it, but kind of want to. I have a friend who actually got into a really passive-aggressive thing with his neighbor, and he had these alarm clocks because he was very hard. He had a hard time to waking up in the mornings, get to work. So he had, I think, 3 or 4 alarm clocks, and they would go off like after 5 minutes or so after each other or something like that. And one time he actually woke up too early, so he went to work and he forgot to shut those off. And those freaking clocks were snoozing themselves with 5 minutes intervals and going on the whole day. So obviously the neighbor, who's it seems like she was home the whole day, listening to that, the alarm clock's going off. Of course, very disturbing. And I'm pretty sure she could recognize where it was coming from. It was like the floor above, so the apartment above hers, and she would leave an angry note. And my friend, who is also Swede, would be like, yeah, he would just throw them away, throw the clocks away in the garbage, and like, I don't know, I can even really like relate to that. Why you would do like that? You still have the issue, like, you need to get up, so you need to solve that part. And without any noise, I don't know how you're gonna solve it. But the main thing, he actually threw them away and didn't face the old lady. So they didn't have a conversation about it. There was no apologies. There was nothing. There was total disrespect of each other. I'm pretty sure she knew it was him, but she left an angry note instead of, knocking on and, hey, what's the deal with the, your alarm clocks? And that was the first step, and then he was just, that's the same. Like, I would just, probably knock her door and, is this your note? I apologize. It was not my intention, because I would give an explanation. Why would you just not do it? I don't understand that. So it's mentality like that that kind of makes me, this is not home for me. This is not how I want to be around people being like this, If I screw up, I can apologize. I can say I screwed up. And I guess not everyone can do that. I'd be glad to do that, because that would mean that I can move forward and I can do differently. I can learn from it. But people are like in shame and they just want to hide, and then they come up with something stupid instead or blaming someone else. I don't get that either. I'm like, what's the deal with that? We are human. We can screw up. Everyone screws up. That is like the most human thing to do. And we can screw up with the same thing over and over until we get it right. So that's also very human. Maybe people are too hard on themselves, but I am too, but in a different way. I judge myself. But I want to be better, you know? I'm trying. And I'm failing. Obviously, I'm failing a lot. But it is what it is, you know? You can only do so much. You do what you can, and the rest is up to God or whomever. Can do it differently or better. You know, sometimes it's out of your power. Then you want to know that you actually did all you could, and your back is free. Anyway, even if you fail. But if you never try, well, you will never know. And you will have to live with that angry note in your pocket, or on a wall somewhere, or you know. That's kind of a build up. You build up aggressivity, and that's not good for you. It's gonna be too much of that, and then someone else is gonna have it. Someone who doesn't deserve it in the end, you know. When everything comes out, because it's gonna come out sooner or later. It's gonna come out. It needs to come out. It's a natural force building up passive negative energy. So the reason for these cones were just actually those three places where you can't see where you're supposed to go because the markers are submerged or whatever, missing. They actually don't miss. I don't think they are missing. It's just they are probably submerged or something. Because when I place these cones out in the mod list, then it appears. So I know, but they are the foot of the cone is actually underground. So that tells me that the marker uh, is not placed right from start. So it's kind of too low for the ground level, I mean. All right, maybe a little bit. And now I have to turn. And my trailer is turning crazy much to the right. And I don't see how close I am because eh. Oh, hang on. So I don't gonna care about those cones now because obviously you can move them out of the way if you want. And I can't do that, so I'm just gonna consider them not there. It's very hard to consider that when you see them like that, but so I'm over one right now and it's just scratching the bottom of the truck back and forth, cracking up and not cracking up but cracking and getting destroyed underneath the truck. Going in pieces, into pieces. Not going in pieces, going into pieces. I don't know what the deal is right now. I don't know why I mess up, but I do. Need to watch that car too. Now it starts to get too close. I think we're gonna do this now. It's enough. Where are the cones? Oh, they are just ahead. Ah, it's fine. Yeah, it is. It is fine. All right. I can feel it's a little bit cooler now. The air seems to cool down since I started the stream. I don't know if it's connected, so I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. So far so good. What do we have? We have this one. Medical equipment, 6 tons. I want more. I want the heavy stuff. I don't want to haul 6 tons. I want to haul more than twice as much. We have more plums. Plums. It's probably the same load. Oh no, yeah. It was the plums that came what we should have delivered or whatever. I don't know. But it's plums 19 tons. Oh, 25 tons, but it's going back north. 22 going to Luleå in Sweden. I don't know about that. I think we're gonna go with the plums actually. Going on the shoreline here along the coastline. And I am Job. Arigato. We got our load. How are you guys doing today? It's Saturday and it is a weekend, and that is so awesome.
The more contact I have with humans, the more I learn. So
More
let's
you
get
learn.
started. Drive.
Learn. All right. I'm driving. Hang on. Yeah, I'm kind of. I actually think I'm gonna drive the T-cab later out in Europe because I want to take like on those big, the one you got there over there, the B train, semis.
Turn left.
Turn left. All right. Let's turn left.
Turn right.
I'm turning right, Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Turn right.
Turn right again. So freaking close to the right. I don't know why. I placed myself like this. It's madness.
Continue straight.
And soon it's time to refuel. Come on, don't be shy. There's a lot going on here. Not so much progress.
Continue straight.
Scandinavia. Well, the northern countries, at least. Oh, fuel, fuel, fuel. Darn it. Can go for a little bit more, though. I think we're good. Mark out the next stop, next fuel stop. That is, it's here. Okay, it's one of those. Optionally, oh, here. Okay, well, so we're gonna be fine either way. thinking of maybe taking the next one because it's gonna be on the right side of the road. I don't know. I think, yeah.
Ahead, turn right. Turn right.
Oh Lord. Ah.
Continue straight.
I thought it was supposed to be on both sides. Did I miss something? Oh no, it's further down. Alright, so this one is actually number 2.
Roundabout. Take the second exit.
It happens that people enter
Exit.
a roundabout this fast like they do, but it's not common. Not these small ones anyway. Coming crazy fast.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
This is crazy. If you don't know about it, every camera will be like this one, should be like this one. Well, from long before you actually get to the camera and then just follow through. Most of them start a little bit too early, in my opinion. Or too late, like when you already passed the point. go. Alright, it's time for dinner, so hope to see you in the next one.